Right, what's up, traders? Happy Wednesday. Welcome. I hope that you guys had a great morning session. We're going to get into it here in a bit. Markets are rallying higher. We've got Tesla up 3%, Nvidia up as well. All of the mags have green at the minute. We are finding a little bit of resistance here on ES at previous days' highs up here at the top, which is currently sitting at 887. So we got that to keep obviously an eye out on for, and we do have to just keep that in mind when looking at potential longs here. So I'm going to bring up my challenge with the guys. Let's just go like this. Let's just log in here, and then we can get it going. I hope that you guys had a good morning session. How's everyone going? Say what's up in the chat. Yep, we live. Should be all good. Working on the back end. Ungard should be, yep, should be all good. Perfect. Let's go like this. Let's play. Select play for the account. There we go. Okay, so it's all working good. My side now. Morning or afternoon. Evening for me. Cool. So as I said, markets are definitely rallying a little bit here to start off the session. Let's get my VWAPs on. Okay, let's go like this. Let's get my VWAP like that. Okay, let's get the anchored VWAP as well. The anchored VWAP will be on the left-hand side, yeah. Let's just find it here for you guys. As I said, this is for the tournament with Go Champ. Yep, good to go. What's up? How's your morning been, Alesh? Let's go like this. Just want to find the anchored VWAP where I can actually anchor it. Let's go like this. Okay, no, I don't want that. Okay, so as I said, I'm still getting used to the platform and everything like this, but let's go out to a wider time frame. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. As I said, on NQ and ES, we are finding a little bit of resistance at the highs. Let's go to ES, the ES chart, as you can see, but we are trading above daily VWAPs and above all key opening ranges as well. So ideally would like longs, but I am wary of this level for sure. Let's go like this, anchored. There we go. Go VWAP. Okay, we can't seem to find the anchored VWAP right now. I think oh yes, you right click on the charts. There you go. So let's anchor the VWAP to 430. Add anchored VWAP. You can see we are trading above that anchored VWAP at the moment. You guys know I love using the orb and VWAPs. I'm currently still flat on my accounts. Okay, as you can see, still flat on the day. So I got some more challenges that I'm wanting to run up with FTMO, and I've got some payouts that are due on Monday, which I've spoken about on previous streams. So just going to stay focused, not look to do too much. I do attack the challenges compared to the funded accounts. High morning, full of pain, time to back basic and backtest strategy. I've completed it all. Yeah, I think you just need to keep things simple. I'll try and keep my trading as simple as possible, just using VWAP and the orb. Okay, I think when you do overcomplicate your trading, there's just too much to look at, and also probably maybe potentially over trading as well. So that's something that you could also have a look at. How many trade? Well, where did you go wrong today in the chat? Let's see if I can help. Let's see if I can help. Let me know in the chat what went wrong. So yeah, as I said, love here, just answering this question. I think a lot of traders go wrong where they just overcomplicate anything, and they don't need to do that. Simple is better. If you can keep your trading as simple as possible, you can be in the game long term and not overcomplicate. There's no holy grail trading strategy. Okay, that's just something that must be stated now. You're not going to find a trading strategy that wins 100% of the time. Okay, so obviously I've been on quite a nice run. but you're not going to win all of the time. That's that's unfortunately one of the hardest parts of trading. Some days the trades work, some days they don't. I've been on quite a nice run year to date. You can see I've actually been on quite a nice green run. So let's wait for to bring that up. I've had an 88% win rate actually this year. But if you look at whole of Feb green days. But I think again, okay, so yeah, looking at volume profile, all of RCT stuff. Okay, yeah, there's no one way to trade, and you have to find what works for you. But I'll definitely say keep it simple as possible. What trades did you take today? How many trades did you take? That would be an interesting one. I think if you are over trading, that is definitely one that you don't want to. You can get mixed up in bias. I think the more clear and simple you can keep it trading, the better. You're never going to catch all of a move. So as I said, ES finding a little bit of resistance there. NASDAQ was very, very bullish on the open. At the open, yeah, we actually moved up 170 points. I missed out on that. So that could be definitely something I need to work on. Sometimes just missing these easy plays. Could have got long here with like a stop at the opening range low and getting this move to the high side. But it is what it is. And we have to make adjustments. So as I can see here, just ES forming a little bit of resistance here at these highs. Let's have a look at gold. Gold as well. Gold being really, really stagnant. Let's go out to like a 15-minute time frame as well. So gold just been, Bitcoin's up 7%. So that's something to maybe keep an eye out on. So Mark, good to have you on. How's your trading been, Mark? How's everything been your side? As I said, I got that payout. I've reached the FTMO scaling plan. So I got a payout coming on Monday. And my goal is just to keep ticking over on that account. Right? I've done well to reach a scaling plan. And I just need to keep it as simple as possible. So I'm new here. I request to know the name of the prop I'm using. I'm using FTMO. So as you can see over here, this is the payout that I got coming out with FTMO. Okay, as you can see, like this, I've actually reached a scaling plan. I got a payout coming on Monday, $4,100 I made, and I'll get 80% of that, 3,300. I've had 2 rewards on this account, 10% profit. Now I just need to get the time period to be getting that out. So yeah, the tournament that I'm trading now is with GoChamp though. So make sure to check that out in the link in my bio. So that's a prop firm I'm using. The tournament structure that we are running here, okay, is with GoChamp, and you can check them out in the link in the chat. I'm sure the guys would have put it in. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking to try and run this up. This isn't necessarily a prop firm. It's more a tournament with cash prizes. So yeah, if that makes sense, right? So you can win cash prizes with this. Let's actually just get that up to show you guys like that. So not a prop firm, but a more tournament structure where you guys can win cash prizes. Over here, it's free, okay? And you can get 5K in cash every week, sponsored by the CME. So regulated and everything, all good. As I said, we're finding a little bit of resistance here on ES. Okay, NQ been trading a little bit more bullish. Obviously with NVIDIA and Tesla being up. Taking a mental reset been on my head from last week. What do you look for before you place a trade? Good question. I like looking at VWAP and the opening range. Okay, as simple as possible. VWAP and the opening range. Right now we are trading above it. I know Angad uses those retests. I might want to take a scalp short here back towards the VWAP. It would again be counter trend, but you know, we already made the move higher and we are finding a little bit of resistance here. So yeah, go check out the GoChamp tournament here. The link, I'll put it over here. Okay. And you guys can go check that out over there. There we go. Perfect. So markets have been moving higher. Bitcoin's up, as I said, 8%, 7% today. That's just absolutely roaring. So, you know, you don't want to get in the way of that. So let's go like this. Okay, so where's the leaderboard? Can actually have a look at the leaderboard. So I'm currently still 9th. Okay, so guys up $1,000 today. Probably trading VWAP, Bitcoin. That's absolutely soaring. What a beautiful session today. Yes, Zar Trader, what's up? Good to have you on. Yeah, it was a good session today. Appreciate you always watching. No, so you've obviously caught the longs, I'm assuming. Thoughts on instant fund accounts to go for? I mean, top one futures would and top one trader will be the best in my opinion for instant funded accounts. What's been happening though with you, Mike? Like what's actually been stumbling, what's actually been tripping you up in your trading at the moment? Just not a fan of consistently with those firms. Yeah, that's why I say if you want to go with go with the FTMO prop firms of this world where there's no consistency, the two-step. Yes, it takes maybe a little bit longer to pass, but there's no consistency. And once you are funded, I mean, it is pretty nice to get payouts for sure. So that's my thought process on it. When you are funded with them, literally you make like now I made $4,000. I'm going to take 80% of that, get the brand new account with the same 10% drawdown. So I'll trader. Where are you from in South Africa, bro? She's overthinking a lot, bro. Shifting to full time has been a big change. Yeah, that's why I always say, you need to have other streams of income for sure. Full time trading can be a very, very big mental burden. When you're in a drawdown and you don't have other ways of money coming in, it can be very, very tough. I did it for 2 years. I never recommend it to anyone. I always say you have to have other sources of income coming in for sure. But that's just my opinion on it. You can take it or leave it. Perfect. So, as I said, like we still are at the top of this range. Hot and boss, nice. Can you make live trading while you're on? Can you make live trading while you're on the new eval? I'm not too sure on that question. It depends from prop firm to prop firm, I'm assuming, right? It depends on the certain prop firm that you are trading. As I said, that's why I've been trying to get. These are all free accounts with GoChamp, and you can get cash prizes. That's why I've been trying to just swing it up. I'm actually going to try a short here, guys, on ES off the highs here. Let's go to my positions. You got to swing on these accounts hard, and that's why I also do like let's try the short off the highs here too on NQ. You got to be aggressive on the challenge phase, and then once you fund it, I tone down the risk and just look to take payouts. That's as simple as possible. Well, after passing, can you make a video about your trades? Yeah, I got a video coming out actually in the next couple of days on some of my payouts that I've taken, especially scaling on this FTMO account. I've got a video coming out on that on my YouTube channel. So make sure you are following all my accounts on social media. Here is my YouTube channel over here. Okay. Here's my YouTube channel over here. And I have a few videos on, taking my prop firm payouts and everything like that. There you go. I took 18K payouts in a month. There's a 15K payout. Let's share that. Okay. So yeah, I've got a few videos on that, and I've got a video coming out on how I was able to scale with FTMO too. Okay. Nice. I follow all. Brilliant. Appreciate it. So yeah, make sure you are tapped into there. So as I said, I'm just trying a little bit of a short off the highs here. Nothing too hectic. I've missed the longs on this account. I'm only trying to trade it during this hour that I am live with you on stream. Just showing you how the platform works, and for the prizes that are up for grabs. Yeah. You can also get funded. GoChamp, yeah, it's like a free competition tournament-based account, but there is opportunity to win cash prizes as well as get some funding as well. So, yeah. Brilliant. Go check that video out that I made too. So, Bitcoin absolutely soaring. As I said, the Nasdaq and ES finding a little bit of resistance here at these highs. What's Nvidia doing? Nvidia is still stuck kind of inside a range at the minute, so nothing too hectic on that side of things on that front. I do think we could see some rotation back down personally. That's why I'm trying these shorts off the highs here. Again, it's a counter trend move. So we can see how we can manage it. I will look to take profits at that New York session VWAP if it does end up coming down nicely for me. Yeah, Mark, speak to me a little bit more, bro. What's so you've just been getting in your own head a little bit. What has it been over trading? Buys. I mean, the markets right now have been pretty tricky, bro. I must say, like, there's been obviously geopolitical tensions, and the swings in these indexes have been pretty vicious. So for you to be struggling is not uncommon, bro. It's not. It's the VIX is trading very, very well above 20, and swings on these indexes have been pretty vicious. You know, see what Tesla is doing. Tesla also at the highs, but not looking particularly strong there, I must say. At least on that. Let's go back to my account there. I'm up $51 on this trade at the moment. As I said, just trying to just short little scalp trade back down to the downside. Got any codes for E8 or Aqua? I do actually have some codes for E8. It's a good question, actually. I don't have for Aqua. I'm not too sure about that, but I definitely, yeah, I'll send it. I'll send the link in my bio. As I said, this is why I really, really like the GoChamp platform. Free, and there's upside potential, right? Let's have a look here. I'll get that for you right now. Just give me a second. There you go. So you should actually be able to check all of this over here like that. Okay. Let's go like this. So this is where you can get all my social medias and everything like that. And I'll put in the chat over here. So E8, yeah, I got E8 down there. Okay, so you can get that. Cool. I think it's just waiting for the payout and had a big shift personally in life. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Mike. Always going to be my saying is just never give up, bro. You have the potential, just take it one day at a time. Yeah, I'm in KZN's, our traders. It'll be good to connect. I do come up that side sometimes from time to time. I'll use Delta and absorption for Bitcoin. Cheese. Yeah, that's a. I don't use Delta and stuff like that and absorption plays on the Delta personally. So you'll have to ask Angad. He's going to be streaming in the New York session, and he'll be running you through that. So Tesla trying to find a higher YM as well, trying to just stuck on the highs on the indexes. Tesla, if Tesla and Nvidia start to rotate back down, I definitely think we see YM and NQ and ES come lower too. Good questions. Keep the questions coming. I appreciate it. How long have you been trading, Zar Trader? How long have you been trading your side? How long have you been trading your side? There you go. So we're still finding a little bit of resistance at those highs there. Nasdaq seems to be obviously Nasdaq does move a lot more than yes in terms of like the volatility and points, right? So yes, a little bit more slow. Nasdaq uh, more can be more wiki at times for sure. Wyman can actually have some really nice trades too, I must say. There you go. So we are finding a little bit of resistance here. There you go. We're coming back down. Off of those highs. As I said, this would be a mean reversion play. So not so far it's been 4 years. Nice. And what have you been trading mainly? Your side. So I've been doing it 9 years. I started to become profitable. Probably I would say after it was a give or take about just under 2 years. Yeah. What's been something that you've struggled with? What have you found consistent profitability yet? What's been something that you've been struggling with? What's been something that you've been doing really well at? I think it's always good questions to ask traders and see how I can help. Mainly trading the 3 hours of the day from DEX and NQ. Nice. Yeah, I really like the DEX actually. The DEX moves very nicely. The DEX is the Eurex index, the German, it's in the Eurex market, the German stock market index. And I think it does move very nicely, I must say. I really do enjoy the DAX. So Tesla finding some highs, yeah. We are coming back down on NQ and ES. As I said, ES is off previous day's highs almost to the point. If we zoom in here just to show you. So this is the opening range, 15-minute high, 15-minute low. Okay. And we are coming off of this to the point. The DAX is very nice to trade in the London session, I must say. Yesterday, we had a massive move on the DAX. We moved literally 1,000 points from high to low. And this morning, there was some nice longs above the orb high. Could have got like a 200-point move to the high side. So very nice instrument to trade, I must say. I wish I got into it trading it earlier. I was mainly trading currencies in the beginning. That's how I found Austin Silver, and then took his courses back in 2019. And then obviously been working with him for quite some time, continue to build my edge. And I think trading is always a journey, right? It's always a journey. I don't think you ever fully master it. How did you get into it, Star Trader? Like, how did you start? How did you start trading? Yeah, so looking like a nice position. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can run it up. Yeah, I've been constant for last years, mainly trading personal, but dabbling with prop recently. Yeah, I started trading off personal accounts as well. I think personal is great because you have like no restrictions. But prop firms are great to scale up. Like I can't find where you can put in like $500 into a prop firm account, and again on that prop firm account, I paid $500 for it, and I'm going to take out in the last month over $8,000 in it. Like to turn a $500 personal trading account into 8K is going to be you have to be super aggressive and lucky, I would say. But that's great to hear. So ES and NQ. Still fighting and jockeying at these highs. As I said, I'm still going to try and hold these trades. You've got to be aggressive on these type of tournament-based accounts. Cool. So we are looking still good over these highs here. Any other questions in the chat, guys? Anyone else have any questions or thoughts in the chat? I hope that your week's been good so far. I've literally just had the one trade from the start of the week on the Monday. Let's go like this, Monday. And that's where I took the NASDAQ off of those highs, right? As well as the DAX, we gapped down to start the week. So that's how I took those trades. DAX on the pullback, right? Break of the daily VWAP, we gap down, break of the daily VWAP, and then, yeah. We get a pullback to levels, and I like to stop at half day. So very, very nice and simple. Very, very nice and simple. And then the NASDAQ as well. I think I missed these longs off the open. It just rallied very, very aggressively off the open. And then I actually managed to find a short. Very similar to the trade that we're in actually today. We do have NFP on Friday, so keep that in mind. We had NFP. We have NFP Friday. We did have PMI services today. No real stock. No real stock earnings. We had NVIDIA, I believe it was last week. So yeah, other than that, right now, nothing too much on the cards. Perfect. So we are coming off of these highs on ES, as I mentioned. I really, really do like the level that we are coming off of. So I'm gonna try and hold as long as possible. Back to the New York session VAP. That's my plan. At least for now, right? Okay. Yeah, ask me if you want to cover any other instruments. I mainly trade the indexes, so that's what I obviously focus on. But if there's any other thing that you want me to cover, please do put it in the chat, and I'll make sure to go over it for sure. So we are respecting these highs quite nicely. I can see NVIDIA and Tesla starting to rotate down. Okay, yeah, Tesla's rotating down quite nicely. Let's see what Apple's doing. Apple as well. A lot of the stocks have popped on the open and are trading at their highs. And starting to find a little bit of resistance at those levels. So that's why our trade's looking quite nice. There you go. So a lot of this, let's even have a look at Google. See Google, Amazon. Yeah, all starting to rotate off their highs right here. NVIDIA, obviously NVIDIA and Tesla, if they rotate off the highs, we will see a flush on the indexes. So we're looking really, really nice at the moment. My goal on NQ will be to trade it back towards New York session fee up at 037. Okay, that's the plan. Any other questions, thoughts in the chat? All right, any other thoughts or questions in the chat? Make sure to put it on there. South Africa got beaten up badly in the cricket today, so that's not great. But hopefully we can get a winning trade. Yeah, we lost quite badly to New Zealand in the semi-final of the World Cup. Jeez, shocking. Okay, so I'm now starting to see why I'm also now respecting off of those highs. This is a 15-minute time frame, guys. NQ as well, starting to rotate back down lower. ES as well, starting to rotate back down lower. So we could definitely see maybe a flush lower towards the end of the day. Now, I really didn't like the longs up at these highs over here. It's very tough to buy half day. But now my first goal will be move back to the New York session fee up. And then ideally, I would like something where we flush the lows and we can look for opening range lows. Something like that would be nice on the cards today. See if I can get $1,000 on this account. Why is your GoChamp buying when I press sell? Why is GoChamp buying when I press sell? I'm not too sure. I'm going to short and it's working for me. Graduated from uni at the start of COVID, got into trading as a side gig, realized really fast I could make a living out of it. Brilliant. I think that, follow me on Instagram, Zar Trader, and then give me a follow there. I'll definitely love to connect with you. But I think, there's a difference between making boatloads of money trading and making a living. And I think I do that quite well. I've been making a living. Trading has been my main source of income for the last 6 years, and 7 years, call it 6 years. And I think if you don't look at all of what's happening on social media and that, you actually can make a great living trading. You see all the Lambos and crap online, and it looks a lot different compared to what actually making a living trading is. A lot of people can actually make a living trading, but when you get caught up in the social media hype and everything like that, it takes away from you. So I agree with that. Fears are not what expected, but don't forget the freedom. Just hope the folks can improve Starlink. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, message me on Instagram. Here's all my social media accounts as well. As I said, everything that you need to know about me is all on this link. So make sure to follow my social media accounts. I would love to connect with you, bro. Just send me a DM on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you use, maybe. So in this trade of the highs, I still like it. We're starting to rotate back down on some of the major stocks. So we're going to see if we can hold in. See, it's just watching a video, and that obviously on the Go Champ platform, you can only trade CME products, right? So you can't trade individual stocks as of yet. I know futures they were were looking at getting them, but we'll see what comes of there. There you go. So as long as we hold the highs here, I think we're still good, right? Cool. So yeah, Nvidia trying to respect opening range high. I must say, after the open's been very, very slow. Very, very slow after the open. So I do have to get off 5 minutes beforehand, guys. I've just got a family matter that I need to take care of. But I'm live every single day here with GoChamp, 12 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in. I always schedule them on my. You can always come to my YouTube channel as well as Go Charts YouTube channel. Right, go like this. View channel, and you actually can look at the live streams, and you can always see the live streams that are coming up. So I'm live right now. We've got obviously one on Thursday, one on Friday. So you can always see the live streams. I live stream every single day. Right? I literally live stream every single day. So yeah, you guys should definitely come and check them out. So we're still looking good on this trade. Will do. Going to hit out. Have a great day, Brew. Big night for EPL starting later. Hey, my team's playing well. Are we back? I don't know, but let's see who's playing tonight. Yeah, Aston Villa, Chelsea. My team is United, by the way, but Arsenal are playing Brighton. Yeah, they need to win their matches, and they still got to play. And then United are playing tonight against Newcastle. They still need to play City, though. That's obviously going to be the tough one because they have to beat City. They have to either draw or beat City to win the league. That's my opinion. Let's have a look at the table here. Yeah, but have a good one, bro. That's sick that you like sports. I love it. I love watching all my sports. Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, City have a game in hand and they're 5 points behind. So they'll probably win that and go 2 points behind to 62, and then you'll be on the same game. Yeah. So use Volume Pro for Orderflow, Bookmap, etc. No, I use opening range and view app, right? So that's what I'm focused on. Opening range and view app. Yes, sir. Everyone's got their own niche in the market. That's how I like to trade, right? As I said, I think so. We're still up on this trade. It is still popping back a little bit. I don't hate it. Let's see. I do two minute bursts. We check the high time frames. Yeah, that's a good question. So I like to look at levels with VWAP um, and the high time frames as well. So also I like to look at see what stocks are doing overnight. Are we gapping up, gapping down, levels to trade off of towards stuff like that. But VWAP it would be the main one, right? It's easy. VWAP is it's a clear line in the sand, and you can use it as support and resistance. Also levels to trade off of too. There you go. So we're popping back down. Yeah, Mike. I'll send a VN Mark after stream. There you go. So we're still holding those levels that I really like. What do you mean levels are? But what I mean by levels, let me show you what I mean by levels. So what I mean by levels is like on ES, right? So I always come to the day before and I look at pre-market highs and lows and previous days highs and lows. Right now we're sitting at previous days highs. That's why I like the short off of this level of on ES. So I'm looking at levels, pre-market highs and lows and previous days highs and lows. That's what I mean by levels, and then levels with VWAP, using VWAP as well as a line, a tool, a bias indicator as well, right? So that's what I mean by that. If that makes sense. So we are respecting those previous days highs right now. Okay, so that's what I mean by levels with VWAP. So we're still in the green on this account. Yeah, up 70, 80 bucks. I want to see if I can hold for a larger move though. Does that make sense? What my explanation was on that. I hope it does. If it doesn't, let me know. So yeah, we're respecting now previous days high still on the ES chart. YM is also respecting. I'd say YM and ES are respecting those levels a little bit better at the moment. NQ did blast through it, so a little bit more maybe of a tougher short position on that. Yeah, perfect. little bit of a tougher short on NQ because we have blasted through those highs. Whereas, as I said, ES and NQ are still trading at them. So still up on the trade. As I said, I would like to maybe hold for a larger move, but it's yet to be determined. Yeah, okay, thank you. Have you seen the cars and the CB for Bugatti Rally? No, I haven't, bro. I haven't. I don't. I must say, I don't actually. I think the best thing to do for trading was is like you just got to focus on yourself. Like you're always going to see guys online flexing stuff and that type of thing. I know you're probably into your cars and that. I haven't seen that type of stuff. I don't know. It doesn't come up on my feed as much. I think the best thing, Mark, is to just lock in, especially when you like in a drawdown on trading. You open up Instagram when everyone's winning. You know, they don't actually always show the true reality of the wins and the losses, unfortunately. But that's sick. Let me check that out. What's it? The Bugatti rally in Cape Town. Bugatti tours kicking off in Cape Town. Okay, sick. Let's have a look at the images. Oh, sick. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Those cars are not cheap. Imported them. Yeah, nice. 10 Japanese. So Nvidia trying to hold off this opening range high right now. Oh, nice. Big drive, yeah. Are they going to the whole of South Africa? What's what's they like where they driving them? Just in Cape Town. So yes, CES respecting those highs. But yeah, just slow markets right now. We'll be on here for another 5 minutes, guys. I do have to get off for family. Yeah, bro, that's all fake what you sent me. What broker do you suggest for someone starting new? Good question. All of these brokers here, all three of them I suggest. They're all great. The ones I trade with on a daily basis. So all of these I suggest. Recommended brokers, all of those there. Go check them out. Those links get you great spreads. Cool. So as I said, still in this trade, but yeah, gonna see obviously how it pans out. I would like to hold for a bigger move. I definitely think we can maybe see a flush later. 100%. Good questions, guys. So I'm still trying these shorts of the levels. At the moment we're just trading very, very slowly on the indexes. I would have ideally liked the longs this morning, but now, I'm seeing a little bit of a slowing on the Nasdaq, on ES, up at these highs. I'm just trying to play the reversal back down. So a little bit of a tougher trade, I must admit. But again, coming off one of my key levels that I like to look, the previous day's highs, previous day's lows, and pre-market highs, pre-market lows. So just trying to stay focused and see what we do get, if we do get that reaction off of the level, right? See, we're chopping a lot at these highs there, even on YM. Also, do you have any suggestions for prop firms? Well, as I said, Go Charts have their prop firm that they got. Well, I call it a prop firm, like a competition that they got. So make sure to go check that out. Okay. And then I got in that same link that I sent you above, go check the prop firms there too. So there we go. Both of these links, you can check everything there. All my recommended businesses that I do business with personally, I use are all there. Do you have the indicator that shows the previous high and low? I do. It's called the free version that I use, called Previous Day's High and Low by Josh Trades. That's the one that shows previous day's high and low. So Previous Day's High and Low by Josh Trades. That's the one that you want to use. Okay. Brilliant. Cool, guys. I've got to head off. I've got a family matter that needs to be taken care of. I appreciate you guys being on stream with me. And we'll see you guys all on tomorrow, same time, 12 Eastern. So as I said, flat on my main accounts today. I haven't really found anything worth trading. I wanted the longs, missed them. So on that initial first pop. And we'll see you guys all in here back on the day, same time tomorrow. Keep streaming and grinding. I love the content. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, thanks so much. You're super helpful. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in. I'm always trying to show the reality of trading. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. I'm just trying to share my journey along the way. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you all on tomorrow's stream, same time. Go check out Go Champ. Yes, sir. Have a good one. Cheers, guys.